What's up everyone and welcome to Ola Testing. Today I'm trying out the Nutcracker from Polychrome DSP. So this is the second plugin I try from Polychrome, and the first plugin, the name escapes my mind. I don't remember what it was called, but you know, it was pretty freaking sick. I remember that at least. And that particular plugin was catering to a lot of different styles, I would say. It was very good for just, you know, sitting in fusion lead playing and cleans and acoustics and shit like that, and it also works for metal. But with the Nutcracker, the focus is obviously metal. It's the nuts that need to be cracked, basically. And just like with the other plugin, you don't really have that much information of what everything is based on, but at the same time, does it really matter as long as it sounds good, all right? So let's check it out. And I feel like all these plugins are starting to look a lot like the Neural DSP plugins. And this is not necessarily anything bad. It's just, it makes it feel familiar somehow to open up a plugin like this. So right here we have the amplifier. Not sure what type of amplifier it is or what it's based on. You have a compression storm, which I guess is like a boost or an overdrive. You have a boost and a drive. Okay, so you have 3 different boosts, I guess. Then if you click down here, you have the different presets for IRs, have a bunch of different knobs for like resonance, air, and low pass and high pass filter. You can also load in your own impulse response right there. And then you have an EQ section, you have a shape EQ, which is a graphic equalizer, and then you have a mastering EQ, which I guess is more like a, I don't know. How many EQs do you need, really? Last but not least, we have delay and reverb. So basically, you know, everything that I would need for a plugin. I mean, I don't really use that many other effects. Is there a chorus? I don't think there's a chorus or anything. So no modulation effects. And something I didn't show in the last version of the previous plugin is that they now added the hypertune, which is a pitch shifting option, just like the transpose option in the Neural DSP plugins. And I was actually trying this out before in the previous plugin, and I really enjoyed it. It was almost at the point where I would try to incorporate it with my live tones that I'm doing with Ola Englund when I'm playing live. Right now I'm using the Neural DSP plugin for that, and I'm using their transpose function, you know, automating that. But I was very, very close changing that to the hypertune because I thought the hypertune sounded really, really good. Here you have an input, you have a gate, spread, compressor, and then output, and that's it basically. You also have a wide option, which is basically just like, you know, makes it feel a little bit more exciting when you're playing with your mono signal, you know? Oh, that sounds great. Okay, let's start with the first preset. Heavy, furious nuts. Okay, very cool. Let me adjust a little bit here. That's very, very like super tight. Can I, okay, tone right there, less tightness. All right, very cool. Let's jump to the next one. And here we have the hypertune engaged. So right now it's tuned down 2 semitones. Okay, very cool. Banging nuts. And now we have that wide thing engaged as well. So you get a slight bit of stereo spread. Okay, very cool. Oh, I just saw that you have a tuner here too, and MIDI. So you can control it with MIDI, hello! That's pretty common for plugins nowadays. Next! I must say, like, out of the box, most of these presets sound pretty good, I must say. The Dust 2 plays Counter-Strike. That's, yes. Dogs, not. He really likes to name his presets nuts. -5. Okay. Oh, I like this. It's a little bit more throaty. Cool. Pantera style. I found the lead tone, so. Downstroking like nuts. Cool. Nice. All right, let me shut everything off. It's funny, man. I shut off the tight thing. I just enjoyed it way more. Okay, hang on. That's the ultra tight. That's not the ultra tight. It's off. I like it more like that, actually. Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's try the boost. Okay. I mean, it's cool that they have the storm boost, the drive here, if you want more, but I just like the amp as it is. Then we have tube age, old versus new. So we have new right here. Okay, old. Okay, what else can we do? Can I load in my own impulse response? I can. Okay. Very cool. Okay, so now I'm loading in my own impulse response. Okay. Dude, the layout reminds me a little bit about the Englund 530 preamp, which also had a low mid and a high mid knob. And it sort of reacts the same as that preamp. I own one a long time ago. A little bit more Pantera, maybe? A little bit more Stockholm death metal. All right, very cool. What else do we have? Let's just remove some random frequencies. I mean, it's just EQ, I guess. It feels like there's something happening in the absolute low end of the Salem right here, where it's kind of filtering out the absolute low end. It might be that this amplifier is just like, there's a low pass filter, no, like a high pass filter, sorry, that's kind of like filtering out some of the low end. And I have a hard time kind of dialing that in and dialing that back. Even though there's a lot of bass here, I feel like there's a growl missing in the low end. I kind of want that, you know? So maybe. It feels compressed somehow, but it sounds good. Most plugins out there, they sound amazing, in my opinion, like from Neural DSP and from Polychrome as well. It's the same exact thing with modelers also at this point, where we're entering a phase where the differences are just getting erased because they're becoming really good. Now, what the Nutcracker has that I truly enjoy compared to a lot of the other plugin manufacturers is that their presets are freaking spot on. Every single one of these presets, I felt like, hell yeah, man, that feels great. So, I mean, that takes you very far, in my opinion. For me personally, I'm at the point where I've been tweaking sounds my whole freaking life. I just sometimes want to quickly have something that sounds great, and I just want to play, man, because that's what it's all about. I feel like the amplifier is sort of built for gent, in a way. I would love to have something that's a little bit more loose in the low end, and then, you can tighten it up with using overdrives and shit like that. This is almost too tight as it is, but I think it sounds great, so I really appreciate that they took the time to make the preset sounding so good. So there you go, that's the Nutcracker for you right there. I hope you enjoyed this little demo. I'll see you in an upcoming video. You can buy merch, oldlanguageshop.com. Let's go. Goodbye.